Okay, so the next set of questions, basically what you just need is to read what it says and not be overcome by the way they're asking the question. Okay, so a piece of programming code which maliciously, so that means with an intent to destroy, intent with malice, maliciously deletes files is called. Okay, so that should be the most obvious one. So you're on your computer and you go to your hard drive or your games or anything to find something, and you find these files have been destroyed and deleted. Think, what do you have? Okay, so likelihood is you have a virus on your computer. So if you look here, so it says virus. A computer virus is a program code that, like a biological virus, makes copies of itself to attach itself to another program. So think, for example, if you get a cold. So a cold is designed to probably give you a headache, make your eyes water, block your nose, and generally make you feel really, really ill. Now, that cold can be passed on to somebody else. So just like, for example, if your computer has a virus, you put a USB drive into your computer, you take that USB drive to school, put that into a computer at school, then you've passed on the virus to one of the computers in school, or if you just put it into your friend's computer. Okay, so there's that one. Now, the next one. Right, the scrambling of data to make it unreadable by unauthorized users. So, these are the two words we're looking for. The scrambling of data, unreadable by unauthorized users. Okay? Now, so what this means is, so try and think about this. What pages do you want other users or hackers not to see? So, basically what you're trying to think of here is that you're trying to think, okay, I'm going to pay for something online. My mum's given me her credit card. I'm going to buy this game online. I'm going to go to, I don't know, game.es, and I'm going to buy this game using my mum's credit card. I don't want other people to see the details that I'm putting in. I don't want people to see my name. I don't want people to see my address. I don't particularly do not want people to see my credit card details. So what they do is they actually encrypt pages on the internet to make sure nobody else can see them except you, because you're the authorized user. Okay, so what we're looking for is we're looking for the word encryption. Okay, which is, sorry, here. Encryption means to scramble a message in such a way that only the people who are meant to read it can do so. The message is sent in the clear, looks like this message that anyone can read. But to anybody else, it's going to look like this, a load of gibberish gobbledygook, okay? So the word you're looking for is encryption. So the words that you need to look out for, if this come up in the exam, is scrambling data, unauthorized users, okay? Next question. An internet protocol for delivering messages using cryptography, okay, is called. Okay, so they're going to deliver private messages, okay, using cryptography. So cryptography means that the only person that can see the message, okay, or understands the message is the person that is meant to read it. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Now, there are certain things over the internet that you're going to want other people to see, so your processes can be done. So, for example, now, for delivering private messages using cryptography is called. So what we're looking for, so for example, if I'm going to go onto my email account, for example, I want to log into my email account. To log in, I need somebody else to see my, obviously I need somebody else on the computer to see my email address, and I need someone to see my password. Okay, so if I basically use my email address here, oops, and my password, so now when I type in my password, you can't see it, nor can I, because it's basically, it's been encrypted. Now, how do I know that this page is private, that nobody else can see it? Well, what we're looking for up here is Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. Okay, always look out for the HTTPS all the time. The same as if I was to go to a website such as asda.co.uk and I wanted to buy something over the internet. Okay, so if I was to go to groceries, for example, and oh dear, they want postcode. Okay, so all right then, say if I was going to go and pay for something, so if I go to the checkout here, and basically here's an email address and password they want me to log in with. Okay, and you can see that this page is secure. So if I was going to register myself or sign in, okay, then I know the only person that can see this message is the person that isn't meant to see it. Obviously, if I was to register as a customer, somebody needs to see this. Okay, now last thing is what you need to look out here for. An attachment to an electronic message which is used to verify the identity of the sender. Now, that is called a digital certificate. Okay? Now, a digital certificate will authenticate that the site is real and the person sending it is real. Okay? So, basically, you need to read through this. So, it says, a digital certificate is a method of guaranteeing that the website is who they say they are. It sounds odd, but after all, a website can't be a real thing. But criminals that may take fake websites look exactly like real ones. Now, you may not have come across or seen a digital certificate, but some people need to log on websites, okay, to make sure they get paid. So, for example, one time I was a teacher working for an agency, and obviously I was paid by day. So what I had to do every day was I had to log on to a website, and on that website I had to say that I was here and at work, and then I had to put in my travel expenses or my petrol expenses, my lunch expenses, and basically then I had to check that I'd been paid. Now all of that was very sensitive data, okay? It's because it said what school I worked in, it said who my boss was. There was also authentication. My boss had actually said, yes, I'd attended work that day. And obviously the distance that I travelled, the postcodes to and from that I travelled. And all of that data is something that I don't want other people to see. Now, obviously, hackers and fraudsters may copy that website and make that website look like their own. So what I had to look out for was the digital certificate. So if there was a problem with that website, it would actually come up with an error message, okay, to say that there was no digital certificate if that was the case. So, hang on, let's get an example. So here, sometimes when you go on a site, it says this site's security certificate is not trusted. So if there was a problem, then basically what I would do is I would phone the agency and say this is what's happened, and they would say to me, yes, we're aware of this, or no, this has not happened. Or maybe you've seen another thing like this. Okay?